Now, Stephen, you went on to Texas A&M, and you have moved towards an engineering degree and a career. Before you get to that, I want to touch on that because you have a great tie not only to the school but a date story. That your first date with your wife was a football game, which I think is a great story and life lesson of how God can put people together in unique and interesting ways.
Well, it's almost embarrassing to tell the public about this, but I had met a lot of different girls, had some great friends, but it was never the right person. Went through college, went to worked about 3 or 4 years, and one of the things we did in work, we had a lot of engineers that went to Texas A&M, and so we would attend football games beside those customers. And at one point, I needed a date for one of those games, and I had been somewhat dating a flight attendant who I called and said, well, I need a date for this game. It's a business date. And she said, well, I can't. I'm already scheduled to fly, but you might want to call Linda Byland. I know she went to Texas, and she would probably be willing to go. Well, I knew who Linda was. She was a cheerleader, and I was a football player, but we ran in different groups in a high school that had about 550 some odd seniors. So I called her and said, you may not know who I am, but I'm Steve Vincent. And she said, I think I remember you. And so I said, I'm going to cut to the point. I need a date for the A&M Texas game, and if you would be willing to go with me, that would be the last date we'd have to have, and we could just go about our way. And she said, well, under that circumstance, I'd be glad to go. And so what a romantic introduction to our life. A year later, we ended up becoming engaged, and we got married about 6 months after that. So you just never know when God is going to put that person in front of you, but there are so many times that you think, wow, this is it, that you know.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I think I know who you are, and if you go with me to this game, you'll never have to go with me. It's beautiful, Steve. It's beautiful.
Well,
so it is. It's great. So the book lays all this out, folks. It's When Faith Lights the Way, and you want to pick up a copy for yourself. We'll put links there so you can get your copy.